I mean, the great thing about Jean-Marc is we don't rehearse very much. We just sort of get to know each other. I mean, you don't rehearse at all.
So all these like pregnant pauses are not me being, I'm just trying to find text. I'm like, so those looks between us is me going, are you just gonna, oh shit, no, it's me. That's acting for you.
What was it about this project that brought you to television, to this format on HBO?
I woke up, I was supposed to do 1 and 2 because I was already attached to another one that I'm shooting right now, Sharp Objects. And then I told Reese and Nicole, yeah, it's great, but I'm tired already. You know, I think I'm gonna do 1 and 2. Yeah, it's great. And then I have to rest to do the next one. And then I woke up one morning and it was day 90. I was directing episode 7. And what the hell happened? It's because of these two. They convinced me.
Let's go back to how this all started. And you two really are producers on this as well. This came to you first, Reese, somehow, even before the book was published. How did you find out about this?
Well, my producing partner, Bruna Papandrea, and I were on a set in New Orleans, sweating and dying one summer. And we had a friend who gave it to us and said, we were talking, I said, oh, I read The Husband's Secret, it was so good. And she said, I just got the new manuscript, would you like to read it? And we read it in 24 hours. Bruna read it first, then I read it. She goes, you gotta read it right now. All right. And she's like, we gotta call Nicole. And Bruna called Nicole. And I think you had read it, or I don't.
And she said, you gotta read it right now.
You gotta read it right now. And then Nicole happened to be in Sydney, Australia, and Liane Moriarty was living there, and so she went and she closed the deal and got the option. So it was a 1-2 attack.
I said, I promise you we will make this, which is very compelling. And to an author, a lot of times, you know, people option their books and they don't get made. And I just knew, I said, we'll get it made. And she said, okay. I said, but you need to go and you need to say that you want us, and only us, not shop it around. And
every single one of her other books had been optioned and still are optioned.
Because it's hard to get things, you know. But this, I do believe that projects have a path, and they sort of, some of them take 10 years to come to fruition. Some of them never do. Some of them, you know, it's like pulling, and it finally gets made. But this was one of those really rarefied projects that just kind of, it moved, it snowballed, and it was, and we were very, very fortunate.
I wasn't in the country when it aired. I was isolated up in Alberta in Canada. So I missed the whole show and everything around it. I got back about a month after the finale. And, it was tough, yeah. People did not like me. I remember, because I flew into JFK and I got off the plane and people were like, ooh.
Now, all kidding aside and laughter, this is a complex character, and actually, you know, you can have empathy for him. The guy is fighting, obviously, some serious demons.
To have a character who's a loving husband and a great dad and can be the perfect husband, because I think it's also important for Celeste's story and for people to understand why. Because I hate when you watch stuff and it's like, well, just leave. Why? I never see, like, there was never a connection here. There's no reason why you would be with this guy. But hopefully the audience will feel that there is a strong connection, there is love there, and there are certain redeeming qualities, and it just makes it more, it gives it depth and makes it more complex and interesting to me.
And part of life is humor and making fun of things, and I feel like the great part of it was I got to do the humor, but also have all these really interesting things to explore, like parenting a teenage daughter who's pulling away from me, and the affair that sorry guys if y'all haven't seen it, but I have an affair. It's really hot. But I got to do both, you know? there's a complexity in everyone. And I like what Nicole said, it's not black and white. Nobody's like, has, you know, one fight with their husband and there's an argument and it becomes physical and they leave. Because that's not life. You know, we're all exploring the rainbow of dynamics and emotions that we experience through marriage and childhood and adulthood and parenting. And boy, we're all just struggling in our own ways, you know?
Did you have enough time on, you know, sometimes television schedules or things like this, you don't have a whole lot of rehearsal time or weeks before. Did you two, for instance, spend a lot of time together before?
Too much time, yeah, too much time.
Yes.
We did stuff like that. I mean, I had him over and we would talk, but we kind of felt our way into it, and but I knew from Reese that Jean-Marc didn't rehearse, and we were sort of on a fast track with it, so there wasn't a lot of time to spend. So that's why anything that we did, we sort of just did on our off time or on weekends and tried to be together, because a lot of it is just being together. You're, you know, people that don't know each other, and you've got to look like you've been married for years and years and years, and sexually we had to be incredibly free, so we had a lot of sex.
Wait a minute, I have to warn you that we have a reporter from Deadline out there that's covering your every word.
But it was